For today's video lesson, let's continue on the topic of differentiation. As I mentioned, this topic can be shown in Year 11 to 13 in AdMath and also in IB course. And today's question is the next basic step for this topic, so check out for the first lesson of differentiation, which is in above. So these are the questions for today. For today's lesson, you have to understand not only the way to do the differentiation, but also the indices rules to change the format first. So if you feel uncomfortable with indices rules, you better check it first, then come back to this topic. I'm going to upload the lesson for indices part soon to help you to check for. And of course, you have to know how to differentiate the standard form of function, which is this one. So the question is asking to find f prime x, given that fx is following, while f prime x means the derivative function. From question A to C, it's very simple and is already uploaded in lesson 1 of differentiation, so feel free to check the answers here. Okay, so let's go for question D. When you want to find f prime x for root function, you have to remove the root sign first. This is the key point for today's lesson. So we can change the root sign to 1/2. Then 6 times by put 1/2 to the front like this, and 1/2 minus 1. Then f prime x is now 3x to the power of minus 1/2. And you can change this answer to 3/root x. For question E, fx is 3 times by third root x. Then you can split it like this and change third root to x to the power of 1/3 by indices rule. Okay, now let's do the differentiation. 3 times by move down 1/3 to the front and write 1/3 minus 1. Now cancel 3 and 1/3 and write down x to the power of minus 2/3. You just can leave the answer or change it again with root form like this. For question F, fx is x to the power of 2 plus x. You have to remember that when you differentiate the functions with 2 or 3 terms, you have to do differentiation each. So for here, the answer is 2x plus 1. So here are the answers for A to F. And for question G to I, it's very similar to question F, so check out the answers here. And I'm going to move to question J now. When the function is written like this, you need to split it into 2 terms in this way. So we can rewrite the functions as 3x/x minus 6/x. Then simplify the terms and you get 3 minus 6x to the power of minus 1. Don't forget that we have to do the differentiation. Then we get the result of 6x to the power of minus 2, which is 6/x to the power of 2. And question K is the same. Split the functions into 2 terms and you get the function of this. You can remove the fractions by using indices rules, then the function is here. When you do the differentiation, move down minus 1 and x to the power of minus 1 minus 1. And minus 3 times by minus 2, x to the power of minus 2 minus 1. then f prime x is now written as this. And also you can change the result to fractions format again. Question L to question N is similar to previous questions, so see if you can solve it by yourself and check out the answers till question N. Okay, let's move to question O. When f(x) is 2x minus 1 to the power of 2, you have to express the function for 3 terms first. Then do the same way of differentiation. Move down 2 and then minus 1. Then the final answer is 8x minus 4. So this is the last question for today. When f(x) is x plus 2 to the power of 3, you can simply express the function like this and do the expansion one by one. Expand the last 2 terms, then you can get this one. And expand the rest of it, now you get the function of x to the power of 3, 6x to the power of 2, 12x, and 8. Then the result of f prime x is this one. If you know how to do binomial expansion, then you can use that way for question P. So this is for today's lesson. Hope you get the idea more for differentiation. Let me come back with the practical questions for differentiation soon.